Here at the Chicago Music Exchange in the vault with 4 of my new best friends. These are Gibson Custom Shop heavy aged Les Pauls, and they are magical builds. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again until everyone gets sick of me saying it, but there is something about these heavy aged Gibson Custom Shop Les Pauls that is different than the rest. Obviously, there's more aging, which means there's a little less finish. So theoretically, less finish should mean less resonance, which is definitely the case. But there's something else happening with these guitars that sets them apart from the rest of the line. Even though I love the rest of the line, I am a huge fan of Murphy aged. I know Tom very well. Have had lunch with him many times, have discussed the process, this proprietary finish that he's come up with that brought him back to Custom Shop, that he is so proud of. And it's not just a gimmick. I'm just going to say it. It's not a gimmick. It is 100% legit. This new finish that they're using is extraordinarily thin and allows these woods to resonate so well, but it's more than just the mill or thickness of the finish that is special. There's some other magic that Tom won't tell me. No matter how much I spend on lunches, he just won't tell me what he's doing. But whatever he's doing a darn good job because these guitars are magic. So I thought, you know what? We're here. It's January. It's cold. Guitars are cool. Let's check some of them out. All right, first off, we have a heavy-aged, ultra-heavy-aged Kindred Burst 1959 neck profile. And listen to this guitar strummed unplugged. Here's the deal, man. Anytime a guitar sounds like that and all I do is strum the thing, I already know that I have a really extraordinary guitar. What makes a guitar sound great? There are a lot of things, but one of the things I would say is whatever touches the strings. And actually, I stole that from Paul Reed Smith, so I'm going to give him credit for that. But I agree with it. It's something that's resonated with me, which is that you've got the nut, you've got the frets, you've got the saddles. Anywhere the string is being touched or affected, those 3 things need to work in harmony. It's only 3 things. You think it can't be that hard. It's really hard. It's really hard to build a phenomenal guitar, especially a guitar like this that's handmade. So kudos to Custom Shop because this guitar is just lights out. Oh, you know what? I'm curious. Let's see how much this bad boy weighs. I got my handy dandy scale here. I came prepared for our conversation today. Let's see if I can do this. 8 pounds, 9.3 ounces. Healthy baby boy, perfect. This is a really cool build. This is a factory burst 1960 neck profile CME Spec, which I'll tell you about in a second. Ultra heavy aged. CME Spec means that the pickups are our underwound potted custom buckers. Similar to custom buckers. You know, they obviously they live in the same world. With ours, there's a little less sharpness in the bridge, a little bit more warmth. It'll still do the telly on steroids thing that we all love about custom or Gibson Les Pauls, but just a little bit more headroom. I really love these pickups. I've experimented with tons. As a matter of fact, there was a point where, just for the heck of it, I wanted to use some other pickups for our CME Les Pauls aside from the underwound custom buckers. And we tried it. We did a shootout, and unanimously, our CME Spec pickups won every single time. And I'm not just saying that. They just did. They just sound great. So this guitar is really cool. So we call this Survivor Burst. So anytime you have CME Spec, it means it's going to have our pickups. It means that we probably put a different neck profile on a top that would be from a different year. So, for example, you could have a 1958 Les Paul is a plain top, right? You would never see a 1960 version 2 thin neck on a 1958 Les Paul, but we like to do that sometimes. So CME Spec definitely means our pickups, and it usually means that we've done something with the neck. The more you know. This guy we call Survivor Burst, and why we do that is because we wanted to envision a guitar that had survived. Like, what would a Les Paul that was really played, throughout its entirety of, since 1958 or 59 or 1960, what would it look like today? More than likely, it would have been grovered. That probably happened. More than likely, someone would have taken the pickup covers off. And definitely it would have been beat to hell. So that's kind of the idea behind Survivor Burst, which I think is really cool because, again, remember, the Les Paul was a failure. It was considered a failure by Gibson, which is why they went to the Les Paul, SG, and then eventually just the SG because Les Paul didn't like it. So nobody knew back then what these guitars or what a Burst would be, valued at these days. Speaking of Burst, I got one right back there. Anyhow, check this out. Man, again, super loud, strummed, unplugged, acoustic timbre, on point. Those things touching the strings, the nut, the frets, the saddles, working in harmony. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Oh, I didn't get a weight on this. Let's keep that going. Since we're doing weights, we'll do weights. This one's a little more. It's got a little more weight to it. Not much. 8 pounds, 9.6 ounces. That's not bad at all. Oh my gosh, look at that top. Is that coming through? I really hope that's coming through. I don't think it is. Oh man, this top is bananas. This is like, yeah, these tops are just so choice. I should probably tell you that we handpick all of our tops. That's a big part of what we do. I'm down at Custom Shop probably 2 or 3 times a year doing just that. So CME Spec is also going to signify that the woods were handpicked by us. Really cool. That's a great guitar. All right, up next. Oh, yeah. Another beauty. This is what you got here? 59 CME Spec, Lemon Burst, Murphy, Ultra Heavy Aged, Ultra Light Back. Now, this is a really cool thing to talk about. What does ultra light back mean? Well, it means the back's ultra light. Does it mean it's chambered? No, sirree. It is not chambered. It is a light piece of mahogany. And here's the thing. Finding ultralight backs is so hard. You could tell Custom Shop, I'll give you $10,000 extra to find me an ultralight back so I can build a Les Paul. They can't guarantee you that they're going to find it. It is all based upon availability of the wood. So anytime you see an ultralight back and you're looking for a light Les Paul, then you need to jump on the Les Paul that has the ultralight back. I have 2 of them. This one has one too. It's not an issue of money. It's just an issue of, do they have the woods? We did a run of Koa Les Pauls, and they're still kind of trickling in. This was when I went down there a year and a half ago. I walked in, they had 13 pieces of the most beautiful AAA Koa I've ever seen in my life, which they never have. So I took it all, built a bunch of guitars, a bunch of SGs, a bunch of Les Pauls, but I'll never see that again. Or if I do, it's going to be some time. So it's all about availability. It's all about what they can get their hands on. So anyhow, this guitar too, listen to this thing is, come on, man. So loud, so loud. Let's see how much you weigh. You are 8 pounds, 0.8 ounces. 0.8. And that is what ultralight is. I really hope that's coming through. I don't think it is. I don't think the top is coming through there. Maybe it is. But trust me when I tell you, these tops in person are just bananas. I love these guitars. Man, I love them. Last but not least, for all you gold top lovers, we have a 1956 double gold all over ultralight back Murphy Lab heavy age. So what is double gold? Great question. Oh, this guitar's so light. Oh, this guitar's like so light. I can throw this thing across the room. Double gold just refers to the gold that they're using. It's a very rich gold. It is like, it's the Mack truck of gold. They wanted something that was super vibrant, that would stand out, that was robust and rich. And that's what you get with this guitar. Big beefy neck. So if you like a big neck, super loud, strummed unplugged. Okay, let's see how much you weigh. What do we got? 8 pounds, 6.8 ounces. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's like right in the sweet spot. But it just goes to show that finding light wood is very, very difficult, and they vary. So that would be the heaviest that I would ever see in an ultralight, but man, that guitar's awesome. I love this guitar. So cool. So there you have it. If you're looking at Les Pauls, you know, and you're looking at the aging or anything that's Murphy aged, if you can get into it, and if you're looking at aging, you're okay with aging. But if you can get into it, I would always suggest the ultra heavy. There's something about it, and you know the thing too that you got to realize. This is all done by hand. Like I've been to custom shop tons of times. And, you know, at the lab, they're only, I don't know, maybe 5, 7 people there working that are all trained by Tom. I think that what Gibson and what Tom have accomplished is not a gimmick. It is not like, oh, we're going to call it this thing, and then we're just going to sell these guitars. No, they really spent a lot of time perfecting this finish, and it's dramatically different than what they were doing in the past. Totally different. No more of that razor blade stuff. None of that. Like this is legit, and we've had real bursts here for decades, and it's the closest thing you're going to find. So. Hope this was fun for you. I hope this was insightful for you. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments or send me a message. Let me know. You know how to get a hold of me. And talk to me, because I'm a big fan of these guitars. I think they're super special. So that is it for today. I hope you're well. And as always, rock and roll forever.